So today we'll see what is a class variable, class method, and static method in Python. Okay. So what is a class variable basically? So let's see first what is a class variable. So class variable, class variable is something which is not bounded to a particular object. What is meaning of this? Let me tell you. What we are talking about, we are talking about something which is called class variable. Okay. So suppose there is a class demo and we have a function say def underscore init constructor basically. Okay, and self, and suppose x and y, two attributes are we are passing here. So self dot x is equal to x and self dot y is equal to y. So every variable which is declared inside a module in class or function in class, basically. Every variable declared inside function in a class using self keyword. Which keyword? Self keyword is called instance variable. Okay. So every variable declared inside function in a class using self keyword is called self using self not keyword because self is not a keyword. Using self it is called an instance variable. Fine. And if you declare a variable like this, so this is called class variable oblique static variable. Is this clear? Class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes,
any
sir.
variable inside a function we have declared using self as instance variable, and if you declare a variable like this, it is a class variable or static variable. Or if you declare the variable inside function using class name demo dot say a is equal to 50, again it is a class variable. Again it is a class variable. Why? Because we have used class name. We have used class name or CLS keyword. That is also class variable. Okay. So if you declare variable like this, or you use class name dot variable name, or you use CLS dot variable name, then these three are methods of declaring class variable or static variable. Is this clear? Now, what is the difference between these two? What is the difference between class variable and static variable? So what is the difference between class and static variable? Sorry, instance variable. Okay. So class variables are you can say universal variables or common variables for a class. These variables are bound to objects. These variables are bound to objects. This variable is bound to class. It means for every instance, value will be same. Okay, for class variable, for every instance, value of class variable will be same. What is meaning of all this? Let's see through a program. Okay, so Nikhil, you want to ask something? Class variable
No,
is not a global variable. No, it is not a global variable. Okay, it is just a class variable. Fine. Global variable is something which is available throughout the program. Suppose there are more than one classes in the program. Okay, then if it is a global variable, it must be available to everyone. It is not a global variable. So suppose what I want to do, why do we need a class variable or static variable for that case? There are some factory methods. You know what is the meaning of factory methods? In mobile, have you seen factory reset button? Have you seen that? Factory reset option in the mobile?
yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Factory reset means we are resetting the mobile to the original state with original function, which will be common for all the applications and users who are going to use that mobile. So factory methods mean that this is a method which is common, or this is a variable which is common for every object of a class. Basically, class method is a factory method. Class instance is also a variable whose value will be same for every object. Now, what is the meaning of this? Let's see. Suppose I have created a class here using the constructor. Suppose two arguments. Suppose I am having a argument x only, and self dot x is equal to x. Fine. And d is equal to demo. I created an object. Then one more object. d1 is equal to demo. Print it. Okay. Now, if I will print d1 dot x comma d dot x, what I will get here? See what I'm getting here? 20 and 10. What I'm getting here? 20 and 10. So suppose I take a variable here, y is equal to 10. Okay, and I have a function here. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see. See here. So what I have done, see the difference. In d dot demo, suppose this I am not doing. Suppose this I am not doing. See carefully. So this is the init function. What it is doing? It is initializing a variable x. So for all the objects, one object is b. I have to initialize this variable. For second object, if I am not initializing it, I am going to get error. Okay, and if I am initializing it, suppose if I initialize same, it's okay. But if I initialize it with a different value, then see x of object b is printing 20. Sorry, x of object b1 is printing 20 and x of object b is printing 10. Till here it is clear, class. For instance variable, every object will access its own instance variable. So x of b1 is printing 20, x of b1 is printing 20, and x of b is printing 10. But in case of a static variable, see, in case of a static variable, what happened? I have called this function d.chy. I am passing here 40. So z of b is also printing 40 and z of d1 is also printing 40. It means the static variable or class variable is common for all the objects. Is this clear? Fine. Sachin Sengar, what do you want to speak?
Hello sir. Sir, मैं ये पूछ रहा I'm asking that the instance variable are initialized by the object. Then when we create the static variable, sir, they are not initialized by an object. As you said, they are not bound to the object. Then how they get initialized?
I'm not getting you.
Sir,
They are initialized class, huh?
Yes, sir.
They are initialized using class.
Sir, a class do not get memory until unless we create the object.
So after object only it get memory, na? So static variables also get memory after object.
Okay, sir.
So after object creation, since see, if you will not create an object, you will not. I will show you this way. I will show you. See this. I have not created any object. Have I created any object? Sachin?
No, sir.
No. But still in dictionary of the class, I have this variable.
Yes, sir.
Because it is a class attribute. Clear? But
Yes,
see this variable, demo.z. So demo.z25 is not there in the dictionary of the class.
Yes.
Are you seeing it?
Yes, sir.
So when it will come into dictionary of the class, then I will create a object. Now see. Okay, one position. Now see. Z25.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
I hope your query is solved.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So these are advanced concepts. Let me flow with my way. Okay. You don't worry, everything will be told. So once your topic is ended, then you start asking questions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So rest of you, what I was telling you like. First, tell me what is instance variable here, class? Which variable is instance variable? Tell me. Nistha?
X.
X. Okay. Brothers, tell me which variables are static variable or class variable? Anyone? Tell me quickly. Instance variable is X. Okay. What about static variables?
Y.
Y equals to 10.
Y and
Z.
Z. Okay. So this is clear to all of you. Now what I am saying that instance variables are binded to objects. Okay, what I'm saying, instance variables are binded to objects. Okay, and I'm saying that class variables are common for all objects of a class. Class variable is common for all objects of a class. Now, what is the meaning of this? Meaning of this is that if I'm going to create two objects here, like I'm creating D is equal to D1 is equal to demo 10 and D1 D2 is equal to demo 20. Okay. So now tell me if I'm going to print X using D1, what I will get?
Sir, 10,
And if I am going to print X using D2, what I will get?
20.
20. Then I am calling this function using any of the objects. Suppose I called D1 CHY and I passed 40 here, for example. Okay. And if I am going to print Z of D1, what it will print?
So 40
And Z of D2?
instead of D2.
C.
So it,
D1 dot Z
so it
and I'm using D1 D2 dot Z. Okay. Now let's see what I will
garbage
get.
value.
Not garbage. Let's see what I will get. So I'm getting 40 40 both. Are you able to see the output?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why this is happening? Because Z is a static variable. It is not bounded to one object.
Yes, sir.
It is not bounded to one object. So it's whatever it will be its value, it will be available to every object. It will be available to every object, whatever is the value object. I hope it is clear, class.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
The
sir.
difference between static
sir.
and instance variable. Okay, class variable or a static variable and instance variable. What is the difference? Now, why do we use it? Why do we use it? So suppose that I have a student class. Suppose that I have a student class in which I am modeling students of MCA department. So I have S name, student name as a parameter. Okay, I have a roll number as a parameter. Okay, I have say what is parameter I need? Course and institute, for example. Now tell me, course and institute value will ever change for any student? Is it possible? Like in MCA first day, one student is of PSIT, other is of basics. Is it possible? Is it possible?
So, so institute will not change, but course may be
Course
for
may be
student
changed.
because
So why I have to create if I'm taking institute here? If I'm taking institute here,
yes, sir.
okay, and then I am creating 10 objects S1, S2, S3, S4 up to S10. Then what will happen? How many times memory will be allocated? Memory will be allocated 30 times. 10 times each for each attribute. This object will create its own S name, S roll number, institute. This object will create its own S name, S roll number, institute. This is going to create its own because obviously name, roll number are different and institute is also inside the class. So how many times these variables memory will be created? 10 different times for 10 different objects. Is it clear? Class? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So then I know that institute value will be same for all the objects. Why should I not make it a class variable or static variable? So when I will make it a class variable, what will happen? Only one time memory will be allocated. How many times? How many times?
Only one time.
Only one time. Whether you create 100 objects or whether you create 1 billion objects. I hope I am clear. Okay. So always remember, for instance variable, separate memory is allocated for each object. Okay, but for class variable, memory is allocated only once. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So one reason is this of using the class variable, that if we know that, okay, that this memory one variable is such that it will be common for all the objects. So there is no sense of making it a instance variable. Better we make it a class or a static variable. Both are same, class and static variable are same. So it's better we make it a class or a static variable. But if you know that say value of variable will change with every object, like roll number will change with every object. So roll number is going to change with every object. Okay, so I was telling that for a class variable, so if you know that variable value is going to change with every object, that roll number is different for every student. So it's better to make it an instance variable. But if I know that variable value will remain common for every student, it will remain common for every student, then I am not going to make it a instance variable. If it is common, I will make it a class variable. So I hope till this concept is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what is the second reason? What is the second reason of using the class or a static variable? One reason was that. Okay. What is the second reason? Suppose I want to count the number of objects created. Okay. Or in general, we say that I want to count the number of registration on a particular website, or number of registration in a particular store or a particular event. So I want to count the number of objects created, how many objects are created. Okay, then how can I achieve it? How can I achieve it? I can achieve it using class variable. I can achieve it using class variable. Let's see how can we do this. Count is equal to 0 initially. So suppose one instance variable is there, x is equal to, suppose I will take input from user every time. And it is a class variable, so demo dot count plus is equal to 1. Okay. Okay. So value function I am making. It will just print the value of x. Dot x. Fine. I am going to create objects. So d1 is equal to demo. Then I am going to print demo dot count. The class variable, this static variable can be accessed using class name. Suppose I write d1 dot count, for example. See what I'm getting here? What I'm getting here? Class, what I'm getting here? One.
Number of
Why? Yeah, because I've created one object. So outside the class, you can access class variable using either object name or you can access class variable using the class name. Both are permissible. Okay. Either you can use object name or you can use class name. You can use demo also, you can use d1 also. Both are permissible, but since it is class variable, it's better you use class name.
Sir,
One object is key.
sir,
Yeah.
outside the print function, we can use this demo.count
Outside the,
print function.
you mean like this? Like this.
Yes, sir.
What will happen? Nothing will happen. Use it, print it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So it's acting just like a public variable. Let me remove this input. It is irritating every time giving the input. Okay. So now I will create the second object. B2 is equal to demo. And again, I'm seeing the demo count. Let's see. So here was 1, then it became 2. Then again, suppose B3 is equal to demo. Then again, I'm having demo count. Now 3. Is this clear, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, can anyone of you tell me some other use of this static variable? Anyone? What is one other advantage that we can use? Okay, let's have one more function here. Now see here. So this del function is basically a destructor function. Which function it is? It is destructor function. So it is basically used to delete the object. So del d3 will delete the object. So you can use count variable here to get it decremented. So again you can keep the count of number of objects created, and you can also count number of objects destroyed. If I take one more variable here, count underscore destroyed, for example, how many objects are destroyed is equal to 0 initially. So every time it will be called. Okay, let's see. objects destroyed. Now see here. See this. So underscore init, we have seen it is a constructor, and underscore del. Underscore del. It is a destructor. Okay. What is the destructor? Destructor is a function which deletes the object from the memory. Destructor is a function which deletes the object from the memory. Fine. So destructor is a function which deletes the object from the memory. And what I have done, I have taken one more static variable, count underscore destroyed, and whenever I will call the destructor, it will incremented by 1. Okay. So every time you are going to call it, the count of object will become 1. It means one object I have destroyed. Like for example, what is the format to call? Format is del and the object name. So del d3 will remove the d3 object. So whether check, let's check whether this d3 object is here or not. How to check this? Print ID of d3. So see, name d3 is not defined. Getting this class? After calling the structure, d3 is not found in the memory. Name d3 is not defined. Is this clear, class?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any queries till now? Any queries till now?
No, sir.
Constructor we are clear, destructor we are clear, static variables we are clear. How to use the static variable? Now I was asking you what is the other use of static variable? For what purpose we can use it? So normally we do not call the destructor explicitly, but still I have told you. So one purpose of static variable can be, like suppose your roll number. Your roll number is a format. What is the format? 2001640140001. What is the next roll number? What is the next roll number? It is
Last
2 at
digit
the
is
end.
2.
Then
Yes, sir.
3, then 4. So can we auto generate this? Is it possible to auto generate it? Using
So
class
every
variable
time when
static
new
variable.
object is created, one increment should be done
One
in
increment will be
ID.
done. Simple. Suppose I am taking
Yes, sir.
roll number. Okay, and it's equal to 200164014. Okay, and every time object is created, demo dot roll number is this. Okay, and let's run it. And let's set the roll number current d1 dot roll number. Demo object है तो रोल खाली हो गया. Okay, 2 why? Because it's a static variable. Okay, it's a static variable, so it will be different now. So I have taken as wrong. So ID you can create with simple variable only, no need to use static variable. Self dot roll number you can add to this size with 1 or 0. Wrong example. Sorry. We'll see other example of this. So I hope till now you are clear with constructor, destructor, and what is the use of static variable. Is this clear to all of you? Class, is it clear what is the static variable? How is it different from normal variable? Yes? Class, are you
Sir,
all
one
sleeping or
question.
what? Yeah.
Sir, when you use destructor and constructor, sir, you used a special method and it has the underscore. Sir, how these are different from our normal methods?
When I use, okay, underscore.
Yes, sir.
These are methods which are provided by Python itself. We have not created these methods. Python is very specific. Like in C++ or Java, constructor name and destructor name are the class name itself. For destructor we use something like tilde operator, or constructor is simply. Like if this class is demo, the constructor name is demo itself. But Python has not given you chance to do any error. So Python says that whatever will be the class, I will provide you the method. So every method in Python or every attribute in the Python is a convention of writing it with a double underscore. So double underscore attribute, or this attribute or function name, and then again double underscore. Is it
Sir,
clear?
whenever, sir, I print a directory of like list or a dictionary, there are a number of these methods. Sir, how I will learn all the functionalities of these all methods?
What are you asking? Come again.
Sir, whenever I print the directory of, suppose I'm printing directory of list, then it prints the normal method as well as the.
Yeah, speak out.
Yes, sir. Sir, whenever I print the directory of suppose list or dictionary or tuple, then it shows the normal methods like count and other method as well
There
as
are many
these
more
special
methods
methods.
which are, there are many more methods which are, invoked by Python virtual machine itself.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, one question is here. Sachin has asked, are the methods with double underscore called dunder method or dunder methods? Yes, they are called dunder methods. And these methods are basically used to overload the built-in function, which is normally not available in Python. So function overloading normally is not available in the Python, but these methods are used to overload the built-in function. Like when we'll study the overloading, we'll have add like this. So it can overload the operators and all. So we'll see this later when we'll study the inheritance and overloading. Is it clear, Sachin?
Yes, sir, it is clear.
So how do you got this name, dunder method, for example?
Sir, someone told me when I was doing BCA that these methods are called dunder method.
From where I did BCA?
Sir, from Kanpur University.
At the CSG University.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now let's see class method. And static method. Okay, class method called, maybe what I'm trying to do, ls dot x is equal to 20, for example, dot y is equal to 40. So demo dot. This is a class method. I will call it using class name, and let's try it calling using object name also. And I'm going to print demo dot y comma d dot x. Okay, fine. Here what I am trying to access, I am trying to access demo dot y and d dot x. Okay. Demo dot y is 40. What I have taken here x. Yeah, I have written wrong. Class dot x is equal to 10. 10, 20. This is y 20, y 40. Now see here. What is written here? Self dot y. And what is written here? Demo dot y. Okay. Demo dot x, sorry. Demo dot x. D dot x I'm putting. D dot x is 20. What I want to print here is demo dot x comma d dot y. This I want. Now see, what is the value of x here? 10. Okay, and x is a class variable. X is a class variable. What is the value of y here? 20. And here y is a instance variable. What is the value of x here? We have changed the value of x to 20. And what we are doing, we are trying to change value of y to 40 inside a class method. Inside a class method using class name. Can you use CLS here? Yes, we can use it. So I've already told you in a function to declare a static variable. You can use class name or CLS keyword. Let's see one more thing. Let's see the class assembly, general information about a class. Okay. Now I'm copying this, or for this. Okay. So any one of you can explain the output. Anyone, if you are able to explain the output, just go through the code. Go through the code. Have you gone through the code? Plus, have you gone through the code, all of you? When I'm asking something, speak up. Do not sit like dumb. I'm not knowing whether you are in the class or not right now. Have you gone through the code?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Can you explain the output? See what output we have got. This is the output.
Yes, sir.
What is the output? How we are getting this output? Okay, see this code carefully. First, we have declared a class variable x is equal to 10. Then we have declared a stance variable y is equal to 20. Then we have declared a class method. For declaring a class method, we have to use this syntax. This is called decorator. What it is called? Decorator. So class method decorator. Okay. Then here I have this decorator is used to create the class method. So without this decorator, this method will not be a class method. So whenever you will create a class method, CLS will be an implicit argument from Python virtual machine. Like here we have self, here we have CLS. And again, CLS is not a keyword, you can write XYZ anything you want here. So in this class method, I have modified my class variable and I am trying to modify this variable, but actually what has been done here, a new class variable y is created. A new class variable y is created. Okay. So now I'm writing demo.y. See 20, 20, 40. So this variable is a new class variable which is created whenever you will call the class variable name with object. An object is also having the same variable name, then it will always call its own variable. Getting my point? Class. Whenever you will call a class variable with the help of object and object itself is having a variable with the same name, then it will always call its own variable or instance variable. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So if
sir.
the instance variable and class variables are having same name and you are using object to call the class variable, then it will always call the instance variable. So it is better to call object class variable always with the help of class name. Is it clear? So now static method.
Yes, sir.
So for static method you have to use at the rate static. Now, if you see, we do not get any implicit argument there. Neither you got self nor you got CLS, not any other implicit argument. First difference. Then, see, static method is called, static method is called. So again, outside the class, you can call a static method using object name and class name. But what else you can do here? No serious. Demo is using two positional. Okay. See what error you are getting. CLS.x equal to 20, name CLS not defined in line number 15. Let's see line number 15. Line number 15 falls between static method. So this is not allowed. Now let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Now read the complete code. Difference between class method and static method. Okay. I don't think there is no need of ability. Remove it. So avoid the confusion. So we have a class method and we have a static method. Class method and we have a static method. So for class method we use decorator class method. For static method we use decorator class method. Now see the code. So first print class method called. Here first line of code I am writing. The static method called. Here x is being modified to 20. Here I am trying to modify x to 60. Okay. Remove this. Okay. Now I will run it. Then you see the output. The class method called, answer is 5 because I have called demo.function here. Okay, the demo.function, it is printing class method called, then it is adding, answer is 5. Then using object I have called the class method, so again class method called answer is 5. Then again using a static method I have called f function, again it is adding, and finally demo.x is equal to 20. Now what do you understand? First thing is that inside a static method, we are not able to access the class variable. Can we access it? Let's try this. Now I think we can access. So in static method, you cannot access class variable. What is here? Can't access class variable using CLS or instance variable using self. Both is not allowed. Both is not allowed. Is this clear? So we can't access class variable using CLS or instance variable using self, or can't access instance variable using self. Both options we do not have in the static method. So it means that a static method is not bounded to any class. Neither it is bounded to any object. Class method is bounded to class, instance method is bounded to objects, but a static method is not bounded to any class. There is no implicit argument like CLS or anything else here. Is this clear? Class till now is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But in functionality, they do not differ much. In functionality, they do not differ much. What is meaning of this? The meaning of this is that purpose of use is different, but functionality is almost same. What is the purpose of use? Purpose of use of class method is to create a factory method. Factory method means a method which is bounded to a class and it is available to every object. And purpose of a static method is that if you want to create a utility function. Utility functions are the functions which can be used by some objects or not used by some objects. Okay, like accessibility features in Windows. If you want to create a utility function, it's better to use the static method. Or if you want to write a factory function, then you can use class method. Otherwise, in general, you can use both methods for your convenience. So here it is clear, class.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is there
sir.
any confusion till now? Anybody not understanding any problem?
No,
Okay.
sir.
No, sir.
So let's now understand the concept of one data structure stack, and your assignment will be to implement the stack using class and objects in Python. Clear? So let's see. What is a stack? I have already given you an overview. Stack is a
So collection of elements.
LIFO.
yeah,
LIFO.
LIFO is a-
Last in
okay.
first out.
It is last and first out. It means that element which you have entered at the last will be deleted first. Okay? Or in more technical terms, we can say that element which entered the stack last will be processed first. Element enter stack last will be processed first. Or you can say element inserted at last will be deleted first. Or we say that entry and exit has only one door or end. Entry and exit both from one end. Now, what is the meaning of this? So suppose we have a room like this. It has one door. First person entered, second person entered, third person entered, fourth person entered, fifth person entered. So he is the last person to enter. But since we are not having any other door, who will exit first? Who will exit first? This last person only.
Last.
Okay, so the person who entered last will exit first. It means entry and exit both are happening at single end only. Entry and exit both are happening at single end only. Okay, so this is last in, first out. Last in, first out. Okay, so this is the basic definition of a stack. Now, what are the applications of a stack? So it's very rare to see the real world application of a stack. Basically, stack is more used for system programming, like for managing operating system resources and all. But still, you can visualize the stack in your day-to-day life. Like for example, a rack of books, because several books are upon one another like this, or a stack of plates, like the plate in any or event or function when we go for dinner or lunch, there are plates which are stacked up like this. So you always pick the top plate. You cannot pick the plate from between, otherwise all plates will be crushed or crashed. Okay. So normally we can't see any real world application, but it is used dominantly in system programming. Okay, to manage resources. As we have already discussed, as a stack is used for function calling, which includes recursion. Okay, Also, it is used for branching. Like suppose program is running in a flow, and from at this instruction, suppose we got if or say while or say function that will branch go to some other address and then it will return back. So this address value of the program counter is saved in stack. Okay. So these are the popular uses of stack. Also, it is used for calculating mathematical expressions. Okay, like for example, 4 plus 3 into 2 minus 1 into 8. Okay, what you are writing a program, suppose for example, C is equal to. So this expression, compiler calculates this expression with the help of stack. How it converts it? First, it converts this expression to postfix, and then it calculates the postfix expression. Is this clear, class?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
For
sir.
implementing recursion, for calculating the postfix, evaluating mathematical expression, these are some common uses of stack. Fine. So, how it is implemented now? Stack implementation, what do we need? We need a list and pointer to keep track of entry and exit of elements. Okay. So if you model it, it is a container or a list or an array, whatever you can say it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is stack, and we have a pointer or a tracker or a cursor, whatever you can say, which is initialized to -1. Fine. For inserting, the operation is called pop operation. Sorry, push operation. And for deleting, operation is called pop operation. So we have push operation for insert and pop operation name for delete. So what we do before inserting any element. So remember, any data structure, be any data structure, if you have not implemented in a growable collection, like for example, if you are using an array in C language, so you have to give size of array, like int 5. So if I am going to implement a stack using array, then I have to check it for overflow. Check it for overflow. So first is check overflow. Suppose it is an array, C array. So when will this array become full? Anyone? When will this array become full?
When top will be size -1.
So when this array will contain elements at every place, like 1, 2, 9, 11, 0, 20, 21. So before inserting any element, first we'll check for overflow. Second, if not, if this condition is not true, then we'll increment top variable. And then what we'll do, at the top position, we'll insert the item. To check overflow, then if this is not overflow, then we'll increment top is equal to top plus 1, and then at the top position we'll insert the item x. Like for example, first instruction I am giving you, insert a. Insert a means to check overflow. And how will check overflow? When top will be equal to size minus 1. When top will be equal to size minus 1. Is it clear? Class? Or in Python language, if we say, then there is never an overflow because we use global list. However, if you want to check, it is length of your list minus 1. So overflow means, and right now I'm teaching first you in context of C, so let's didn't get confused. In context of C, I'm teaching because it is easy to understand. So overflow will occur when top is equal to size minus 1. So size of array is 6 is 7. So top is equal to 6 will have an overflow. So first I have to insert a, first it will check whether top is equal to 6, condition is false. So it will increment top. So top is minus 1, now it will become 0. Then at the 0th position, it will insert 8. Then second instruction, insert B. Again it will check top is equal to 6. But top value is 0. So 0 is equal to 6. Again false. So again it will increment top. So now top is equal to 1. So at first position, it will insert B. So A is here, B is here. Again third, insert C. So again it will check top is equal to 6. So top value is now 1. So 1 is equal to 6. Condition is false. So again it will increment top plus plus. So what will get here? 2. So it will insert C at second position. It will insert C at second position. Again you will give insert D. Again it will check top is equal to 6. So 2 is equal to 6. Condition is again false. So again it will increment top plus plus. Okay, so top will become 3. It will insert D here. Okay, so likewise, it will keep on inserting the values. So after inserting G, value of top is 6. See, after inserting G, value of top is 6. So if I give insert H, it will check top is equal to 6. Condition is 2. So when condition is 2, it will print overflow. It will not insert the item. What it will print? It will print overflow. It will not insert the item. Okay. So let's see the algorithm for this method. What I am using pop function. We have a stack, we have top, we have item. So first step, we will initialize. So stack top is equal to -1. Second, we'll check for overflow. So if top, we have max also, size also. Top is equal to size -1. Print overflow, and exit. End of it. Okay. Third, top is equal to top plus 1. We'll increment top if this condition is not true, then we'll increment top. Fourth, in the array stack, at position top, we are going to insert the item. And fifth, exit. Is this clear, class?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, push, it is not pop. It is push. Insert operation is clear to everyone? Okay. Now let's see the delete operation of pop operation. Suppose there is a stack. There are elements here. This is the top variable. So pop operation says First, check underflow. Underflow means we are trying to read but stack is having no element. So whenever a stack is empty, top is equal to -1. So it means that empty stack. What it means, empty stack. Okay, we'll check if top is equal to -1, then print underflow and exit. Second. Now before deleting, suppose I want to print the element, so top element will be deleted, so I will print the top element, print stk or store somewhere stk top. What is this? This is element to be deleted. And third, to delete, what I will do, I will just do top is equal to top -1. It is clear? This is the algorithm. Now suppose I call a pop operation here. So what will happen? It will check top is equal to -1. So here top value is 4. So 4 is equal to -1, condition is false. Since condition is false, it will print the element. So print top element. So top element is E, it print E, and then it will increment. Now top will become 3. So now this top variable started pointing here. Okay. Again I called pop second time. This is second time I called, this is first time I called. So again it will check top is equal to -1. So top value is now 3. So 3 is equal to -1. Again condition is false. So when condition is false, it will print the top element. So top element is now D. So print D. And then top is equal to top -1. That is equal to 2. So it means top will now point to the second element. Again third time I called pop. Again top is equal to -1. So now value is 2. So 2 equal to -1. Again condition is false. So it will print top element, that is C. And again top is equal to top -1. That is equal to 2 minus 1 is 1. Again fourth time I am calling the pop. So after this operation what happened? Top started pointing here. Now again top is equal to -1. So 1 is equal to -1, condition again false. So again it will print the top element. So print B, and then top is equal to top -1. That is 1 minus 1 is 0. Now again fifth time of 0 equal to -1. Again condition is false. Again it will print the top element. So top is now pointing here. So top element it will print A, and then top is equal to 0 minus 1. That is equal to -1. Okay. Now then sixth time we will call the pop. So after this operation, what will happen? Top is now -1. So at sixth time when I am calling pop, then -1 equal to -1. So condition is true. So what it will do? It will print underflow and it will exit. Is the algorithm clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear to
Yes, sir.
everyone?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Yes, sir.
So how can we implement the stack? There are two methods. I've already told you that this already has a function pop. Let's see. Wait for a second. Okay, so let's see. One method. Simple one.
Hello, sir. Sir, in
Yeah.
first operation, why we take top is equal to -1?
Okay. So for any data structure, whether it is a stack or queue or linked, any data structure, you have to initialize it from where you will start inserting.
Yes, sir.
So for empty stack, top is -1. Why? Because we are studying top with reference of array. So first index of array is 0. Okay.
Yes.
It means if there is
Yes.
one element in array, then top will point to 0.
Not equal to example.
Yes, sir.
What?
सर रिपीट कर दीजिए सर, नेटवर्क इशू हो रहा है.
Okay. I am saying that if you study any data structure, then before inserting that particular data structure, you need to initialize the position from where you will start inserting the element into the data structure. Getting my point? I have already told you there are 4 primitive methods with every data structure: insert, delete, search and traverse. तो अगर कोई डेटा स्ट्रक्चर आप कहां से इंसर्ट करना शुरू करोगे? Tell me.
0 से.
0 से. It means from the first position, na?
Yes, sir.
It means from the first position. So in
Yes, sir.
Python, list index is 0. In C, array first index is 0. In Java, we have first index as 0. So if first index is 0 and top is always pointing to the top of a stack. Top of a stack means the last element of the stack. So suppose top is pointing to 0. It means at position 0 there is an element. Getting my point? If top
Yes, sir.
is pointing to position 0, see here. You once more.
और दिक्कत नहीं है कि अगर
See this. Suppose if top is pointing here. So what does it mean? We have 2 scenarios. One scenario is this. One scenario is this. Tell me what is the difference? Here top is pointing to a location of array. Getting my point? Here top is pointing to a location of array and top will only point array location if there is element. Now is it clear? Class. Basically stack location. This is a stack. So if top is pointing to some location inside the stack, then it will only do if the stack is having element. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So basically, the pop condition will work for when a top equals to 0 or top equals to -1, and also for the top equals to n minus 1.
Pop condition will only not work if top is equal to -1. Because top is equal to -1 means empty stack. You cannot delete anything from empty stack. Pop is a deletion process. Is it clear? Pop will
Yes, sir. Yes.
throw underflow. What it will throw? Underflow. If
Underflow.
top is equal to -1.
Stack is empty.
Okay. And push will throw overflow when top is equal to size -1. Is this clear, class?
Yes, sir.
Any
Yes, sir.
confusion? Any confusion? So remember always, when stack is empty, top is equal to -1. When stack is empty, top is equal to -1. When stack is empty, top is equal to -1. Okay? And when stack is full, top is equal to size -1. When stack is full, top is equal to size -1. तो जब हम बस में किसी आदमी को चढ़ाते हैं तो हम ये देखते हैं बस में जगह है या नहीं है. अगर जगह नहीं है तो बस फुल है. It means bus has 65 capacity, 65 is full. It means top is pointing to size minus 1 size. तो अगर top max element को point कर रहा है, it means it is full. You cannot insert any element. So before inserting, we check for overflow, and before deleting, we check for underflow. एक खाली बस से आप किसी पैसेंजर को नहीं उतार सकते. So therefore, before deleting, we'll check for underflow. So pop operation will check for underflow, push operation will check for overflow. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Now what you have to do? You have to try and you implement a stack using classes in Python. है ना? What you have to do? You have to.
सर आवाज ब्रेक हो रही है आपकी.
Okay, just wait. Now I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we want to develop a stack using Python classes. So how can we develop class stack? So now tell me what can be various functions inside the stack class. What will be the class variable? What will be the instance variable? Getting my point? Class stack हम क्यों यूज करते हैं? Basically to store values.
Sir.
Is it clear? To store values. Now value will be having a type, whether it will be a number or whether it will be a string. Clear? So stack require two things now. One is type of value, another is type of, and other is the top pointer. Okay. Let's see here. What is this? This is stack of what? Strings. What is this? Stack of
Integers.
integer or numbers or anything. Fine. So it means we have a information part and we have a top. क्या क्या चाहिए stack implement करने के लिए? A information part and a top. This information part we will implement using array, and this is a integer variable. So now the stack needs two things. One is array or list, and other is the integer variable. And it has predefined functions. It has one function which is pop, and it has one function which is push. These functions are binded to these variables. So we have achieved encapsulation. Binding of attribute and the functions. Attributes, functions. So this binding we have achieved encapsulation. This class is called stack. Other functions also we can have, like is empty to check whether stack is empty or not. Is full to check whether stack is full or not. Okay. So these are the functions. These are the attributes. So if we see it clearly in a stack class, attributes are info, okay, which is a list or array, top, which is a number, we have functions, is empty, is full, push, pop, traverse. I hope this concept is clear to all of you. Is this clear, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when we come on implementing, moreover, I have already told you we need to initialize top. We need to initialize top to -1. We need to initialize top to -1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me which type of variable a top is, whether it is an instance variable or whether it is a class variable. Suppose if I create object of class stack. Suppose I have created object of class stack, s is equal to stack. S1 is equal to stack. So what S1 will get? S1 will get access to info. S1 will get access to top. S1 will get access to is empty function. S1 will get access to is full function. S1 will get access to push function. S1 will get access to pop function, and S1 will get access to traverse function. Okay. Now variable top, whether its value will change with object or not. Tell me. What are we going to do with the stack class? Class, what are we going to do with the stack class? Are we going to create only one stack or we can create several number of stacks? Answer?
So we can create multiple stacks.
We can create multiple stacks. So when we are creating multiple stacks, then it's obvious that no need to make top as a class variable because value of top will be different for every object. There are different stacks, and top is a variable which is connected to stack, individual stack. For a stack 1, maybe there are 3 elements in the stack, then top will point to 3. For a stack 2, maybe there are 6 elements in the stack, then top will point to 6. Got my point? So
Yes.
top should be a instance variable, not a class variable.
Yes, sir.
I hope I am clear.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
So try to implement both functions, push pop, complete stack using classes on object. I will upload the video by today night, or at least I will upload the algorithm of push pop. Try to complete this, otherwise we'll discuss on Monday. Tomorrow, Atul Dixit sir will take class of MCQs. Attend that very sincerely. Atul sir, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Sir, please take the attendance of B and A section both. I have a meeting to go.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, students, will meet on Monday.